Alright guys, how's it going? Fucking hell, I scared myself. Did you see that? Start video again, I fucking jumped. Alright guys, it is Wednesday the 28th of February 2018 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Hey, right, so listen, right, you might have seen some stuff about Salah today, right? And Real Madrid and the other kid, I can't pronounce his fucking name, the kid that we've been linked with for a bit, he's a midfielder, Danny C, I'm calling him, right? And you need to go and, I'm sure you've read the reports anyway, but you should go to KopTalk.com and on the front page you'll see it at the top. It's titled, let me see, it's not titled Let Me See, I'm looking for you to see what it's called, alright? It's titled Real Madrid make first move for Mohamed Salah. And then, in capital letters, right? It says claims, right? That's for the people that have a nosebleed because they don't understand things sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Basically, that means back the fuck off. We're just a messenger. All right? You know, calm down. Stop fucking caps locking me to death and just fucking read the article before you show yourself up and comment. That's what that means when you see that. When claims is on there, that's for the spazzes. All right? Don't think you can say that word anymore. But anyway, there you go. So, you need to go to KopTalk.com and read Real Madrid make first move for Mohamed Salah claims, right? Go and read that because that will, you know, if you read it with my voice in mind, you'll get my thinking with what's going on, all right? Now, the suggestion is, right, that we're interested in this kid, this Danny C, right? I don't know if it's Caballos or Ceballos or Ceballos or Ceballos or whatever the fuck he is called, right? We're going to call him Danny fucking C, right? So don't start fucking telling me how to pronounce his fucking name because you know what I'm talking about, right? So he's a 21-year-old central midfielder. Now he's linked with us back in December, and then there's a link to the article then, right, which you can click through back to because I help you like that, right? And back in December 21st, it says Liverpool have reportedly, that's an important word in the article, reportedly, all right? Open talks with Real Madrid regarding a possible deal for midfielder Danny C. All right. He only made the switch there in the summer, but despite having signed a 6-year deal, reports suggest, right, come on, this is to help the people that don't understand things, that both the player and manager want to terminate his stay. Loads of clubs interested in him, yada, yada, fucking yada. He was signed from Real Betis for £16 million. It sounds like he could leave Real Madrid in the not too distant future. And then I put, although knowing his employers, they will probably send him out on an initial loan first. In that article, it says, I also add that there's been no credible, oh, fuck me, I can't even speak. I'm trying to rush because my tea, I've got to get my tea ready. Right. I didn't want to burp in case I upset that guy. Right. It says there's been no credible reports closer to home as yet, suggesting such as yet, all right? That was in December, all right? So now, that chat has come up again. You know, this kid has come up again, linked with us again. I don't know if you class him as a kid at 21. I wouldn't have done when I was younger, but, you know, I'm an old fat fart now, so 21's a kid to me. So, right, so the latest speculation, right, is that Liverpool officials met with him last month to discuss a possible transfer. That is wrong, right? I have added the wrong word there. That shouldn't say officials. That should say representatives. And I'm going to change that in a minute if I remember. I'm going to highlight it, right? That's very important. To you, that might not be important. There's a difference between officials and representatives. Representatives can cover officials, obviously, but often third-party representatives represent the club, yeah, for sure, right? So then Liverpool can say, we never spoke to him, we've broke no laws. You get me drift? That's what clubs do, right? So I'm going to change that because I don't want you thinking that, you know, some suits from the club have done that when maybe it's representatives. Very, very important, right? So I take my work fucking seriously, I'll have you know. Anyway, so it's claimed, right, that Liverpool representatives met with Danny C last month, January, to discuss a possible transfer, all right? Now then, apparently he's got a £440 million lease clause in his contract, but Real Madrid may be willing to let him make the switch to Anfield for a fee of around £44 million, right, ahead of a planned move for Mohamed Salah. All right? So, it is reported that the Real Madrid president, Florentino Perez, whatever the fuck he's called, right, would allow C, because I've used his surname there, Danny C, to initially join Liverpool on loan, and if the Reds were then willing to do business for Mohamed Salah, that he would be willing to include the unsettled player in a deal for the Egyptian. Does that make sense so far? So basically a sweetener. So the suggestion is that representatives have met the lad to see if he'd be interested in a move to Liverpool. That sounds a bit iffy to me. Do you know what I mean? Because that's something that you wouldn't meet with him, would you? You'd meet with his own representative. Anyway, but that's speculation for you. And the next important factor is that, you know, Real Madrid might let him go for 45 million, but initially it would be a loan deal. And if Liverpool, you know, if you give us Salah, if we can do a bit of business, you can fucking have him for 45 million sort of thing, yeah? Now, this has been billed as Real Madrid's first move for him, right, for Salah, right? We know that there's a lot of speculation, you know, suggesting that the player is wanted by them, and it's a lot of common sense, you know, don't start fucking, you know, having a go at me. You know, we all know that, Chubbs, you know, the best clubs in the world want the best players. We all fucking know that, don't we? We all fucking know that. But what many people do, when the Suarez stuff started, when the Coutinho stuff started, they refused to say, no, it's a load of shit, it's not true. The same thing. Of course Barcelona want the best players and all that shit, right? Yeah. And then it's like, oh no, you get the local media then going, no, it's all lies in the press. So, you know, it's the Spanish, they're very awful, nasty people, you know, naughty people with their scurrilous reporting and everything. And then you get some people saying, no, it's just the Spanish press trying to instigate a deal and create, do you know what I mean? And in the end, what happens? The fucking player goes, right? So you can deny it as long as you want. The reality is, some shit might come from this in the future. We don't know at the moment. But, in my opinion, and my opinion is just an opinion. It's no better than fucking yours. Much. But, right, in my opinion, I think this is the fucking start of it. Now, you're going to say to me, you say, what the fuck are you talking about, Chubbs? This has been discussed for months that he might go to. Yeah, that's right. But that's speculation. And this is speculation, but just it's a different kind of speculation, in my opinion. All right? 20 fucking years I've done this shit, and I see a difference here. And I think this is, what do I think it is, guys? I think this is actually Real Madrid talking. You know the other stuff that we've seen so far? That might be like, you know, the players' camp saying to, you know, different people. We've discussed the people associated to the Salah camp that's talked up Real Madrid, and, you know, that he might go to La Liga and he could go in the summer, and that's the plan, and this, that, and the other. I think all that's coming from the Salah camp. Right, because that maybe is their long-term agenda, their long-term plan. We've discussed this before. It might not be the players' thing, you know, might not be aware of all that, but I think that, you know, I just think that's what that's all about. That's that. And then obviously you've got some reports in Spain previously that have said, you know, Real Madrid might be interested in him, you know, because I think that's the journalists going, hey, he's a fucking good player, it'd be good to hear. And Real Madrid now need to flex the muscles and do some business, especially the way they're playing at the moment, and especially because Barcelona have signed Coutinho. You know, and it's all a bit of speculation, yeah? This, in my opinion, right, regardless of the sources that it's coming from in Spain, I think that is definitely Real Madrid starting their shit. That's it, right? Now, before you fucking start on me, right? Before you fucking start on me, what was I going to say? Well, if I was going to try and say something witty, but I failed miserably. Before you start on me, right, I'm not saying it's going to fucking happen, right? How the fuck would I know? How would I know? All I know right now is what I'm having for tea. You know what I'm saying? And if you're interested, I'm having lasagna and a jacket potato. Alright? But I won't be at this fucking rate if I don't get a move on. So, the purpose of this video is to, one, highlight it to you, this situation, if you haven't seen it yet, and I'm sure you have, it's been around probably for a few days or whatever. But, you know, those of you that like my videos and my content, you know, I think that's the start of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if more comes. Well, why would I even say that? Obviously more's going to come. You know, the whole point of it is analysing what's said, where it comes from, either dismissing it or whatnot. And you know I'll do that. So did you hear my voice go? You know I'll do that. It's because I was going to burp. Alright? Now, it's just an opinion. It's not, I mean, it's not often I'm fucking wrong, guys. You know what I mean? Dunk knows best TV and that DKB. Alright, you know what I'm saying? I only do that to wind my ears up, you know. But no, seriously, that's what I think, guys. So Some of you will not want to fucking accept it. You got fucking Coutinho, you know, being, you know, parading in a Barcelona kit, and you were still saying lies. You know, when that Nike store, whatever the fuck it was, put that advert up of him with a kit and all that shit, it was like, lies. He's just, you know what I mean? Well, hopefully we've got some adults on here. We don't have to behave like adults. Obviously, I fucking don't. 43 now, I think. I think I'm 43. Not fucking stone years. But I'm just saying, I think that's the start of it. And whether you want to accept it or not, it's up to you. That's my opinion, and it may change. Now then, there was something else I wanted to talk about. I have not got time now. I have to go over to dkb.tv now with a little bit more to do with this. But don't worry, you're not missing out on much. But actually, you're missing out on me, which is fucking fantastic. Yeah. And if you join dkb.tv, you get one of these like real fancy like postcards. I send them out in post and that. You know what I mean? This is just a demo one. Look, you see it? Yeah, do you see that? And it's got my mush at the top there. Look, you see that handsome lad there? Yeah, Chubbs. If you haven't got one yet, calm down. Oh, me, what's it called? My face went all blurred. I bet you wish that had happened for the last fucking 20 minutes or whatever it is. 10 minutes, right, I've got to go. Honestly, I'm under pressure. I've got to go over and see the legends at dkb.tv now. Let me know your thoughts on it. I mean, are you just sticking with the no donkey, it's just a bit of speculation? Or do you think, like me, that is the start of it? I think it's the start of it. I'm hoping, right, that fuck all happens in the summer and that we get at least another year out of him. That's the best I can think of. And, you know, Liverpool need to start holding on to the best players. I mean, you know, you understand it sometimes, don't you? These big... How can you stop a player joining Real Madrid or Barcelona? You can't. I don't think you fucking can. I don't think you can. Because no matter how successful you are in England, if you're winning titles year in, year out, you know, some players want to go to certain climates and countries and things like that. It's called ambition. And sadly, that's just the reality, whether we're talking Liverpool, Manchester United, Man City, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Okay, guys. Fingers crossed. I mean, maybe this is part of the game today that we have to say we can only hold on to a player for 2 or 3 years if he's fantastic. Do you know what I'm saying? In the past, it used to be longer, didn't it? Maybe we just have to accept that now. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Right, I've got to go. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, there's not much I can do about it. All right? All right, I'll speak to you in a bit. I love you guys.